Hi, I'm Mike, and today I'm going to be repairing some cabinet doors that either won't close or that hit each other. Hey, if this is your first time here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss anything. Okay, so here's my first cabinet door problem. This sucker just doesn't seem to want to close. Pops right open. Nothing. Hold it there. Pops right open. So I've got two of them that are similar to this. Two hinges, and there's oh yeah, it's super loose. Hello. Wow. Okay, well, that's a pretty small screw. That's what she said. And the hole's reamed out. Yeah, it doesn't even have any grab to it. Okay, there's a couple things we could do here. I could either use a bigger screw, not necessarily a thicker one, but maybe a little bit longer. I might have to pre-drill that if I use a wider screw than this. Or I could repair the hole with toothpicks, a golf tee, something along that line. But, oh, you can see, check that out, that's a drywall screw there. All right, so the fastest way to fix this is with a bigger screw. There's my original screw, and here's one that I found in my garage that I'm going to use first of all. These are both 1/2 inch. The one on the left is fatter, so I'm thinking it's going to grip into the existing hole without me having to fill it with toothpicks or a golf tee or whatever. So we're gonna give that one a shot. I want to be careful because these cabinets are painted, as you can tell, and I don't want to jack it up. So if we were going to a really big fat screw, I would drill this out. It's gripping, I can tell just by the rate it's turning, it's gripping the insides nicely. You don't want to use a big fat screw and split this thing wide open. That would be really bad. Okay, now it's almost bottomed out, and I am putting a lot of pressure on the screw, and it is holding. So that is a good thing. So you can see, I've not tried to close it yet, but you can see that the gap is all uniform up and down the entire length of it. Let's see if we need to do any adjustments. Say, that was all we had to do, it looks like. Okay, well that was easy enough. Now if this thing is, now it's secure, right? It doesn't move at all. But if it wasn't, we could certainly adjust these hinges to go in and out, up and down, back and forth. I've got a separate video on that that I'll add in the information section. So the other cabinet I'm having problems with is directly under the kitchen sink. These both get used a lot, and just not even opening it, you can see that these tops do not match. This is down by probably 1/4 inch, and you can see I can move that, so we got an adjustment issue there, or it may be loose as well. But the gap as well is smaller up there than it is down here on the bottom. So that tells me that, yeah, and this one is, that top hinge, you can see it is loose. So let's just tighten that sucker and see if there's any issues with it beyond that. Getting tighter and looser. Okay, so I could turn this all day long and nothing's going to happen, so I'm going to remove that. And find that screw. Okay, so I want to support this door here, because if I just remove this out of there, it's going to flop down and maybe damage it. So these are self-closing doors. This is a really nice cabinet, but again, I'm hoping it's just that the screw, it's another 1/2 inch little screw. I'll see what I can find, and with any luck, I don't have to do anything but add a bigger screw to this one as well. All right, so I found a slightly larger screw. This is 5/8. I don't really care for it because it's got a slot rather than a Phillips head, but whatever. I've got this hinge just kind of hanging on by the little tab in the back there, and so I'm going to start this, and hopefully we run into the same good fortune we had on the last one. It's biting. It's nice and firm. I'm going to set that hinge right on it there. Okay, yeah, that's nice. That is nice and tight. No up and down movement. Let's see if we have to adjust it beyond that. Boy, I like that self-closing feature. Okay, that looks awfully good. All up and down. So that was way less work than what I thought, and I'm very thankful for that. I was prepared to do toothpicks and glue and kind of rebuild that hole. So if you don't have a variety of screws to use, it's a matter of getting some toothpicks, put the toothpicks in the hole and either break them off so that they're just underneath the hole, or you can use wire cutters. I wouldn't use a saw because you could damage the wood, but you want the toothpicks to be inside the hole where they don't stick out. And so I would take a toothpick, put some glue on it, stick it in there. You don't want to put so many in there that you have to tap them in with a hammer or anything. You want them snug. The whole idea is to increase the friction in there. So glue and toothpick pieces, let it dry, and then you can reinstall your existing screw into that, and it'll hold very solid. You can also use a golf tee, but you're gonna have to cut it and you're gonna have to pre-drill the hole. And a golf tee, you know, they're pretty stout for their little size. Glue it, stick it in there. You're gonna wanna cut it off without damaging the surrounding wood. Drill a hole in it, pre-drill it for that original screw, and screw it right in after it dries. A couple of simple ways to repair that. Well, I hope this video helped you. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you're interested in our franchise opportunity, I'll leave a link for that in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.